Gillian, it's been said that you want to turn the whole wide world upside down on its head. How old were you when you first started doing handstands?
Less than 2.
Be aware.
The greatest thing that I think people don't realize is there's a huge psychological component to getting inverted. There are many people out there that had negative experiences with gymnastics as children and have a fear of being inverted. They have a fear of coming crashing down. There's a fear of falling down and breaking their neck. So client comfort is going to be your #1 indicator. And the way to overcome that is you do it all in baby steps. An excellent movement prep for handstands is the walkout. Walkout should be included in your warm-ups. The purpose of a walkout is to prepare the hamstrings, warm up the wrist by bearing a moderate amount of weight, and engage core musculature. The movement is executed by placing your hands on the ground as close to your feet as possible, then walking your hands out until your body is in a plank, also familiar to you as the top of the push-up position. We then walk our hands back into our feet, keeping our legs as straight as possible, and come to a standing position with all of our joints extended. A more advanced version involves walking the hands out and then walking the feet towards the hands, similar to a bear crawl. This requires a higher degree of hamstring flexibility. Incline inversions. This is the next progression in flexibility, load bearing, and moving toward an inverted position. Here we are working towards achieving hips over the shoulder, a position that would be nearly impossible to achieve with our feet on the ground. The level of elevation of the box required for your feet is based on height and flexibility. The less flexible you are and/or the taller you are, the higher the box will need to be to achieve hips over the shoulder. Backing up the wall. Begin with your back to the wall, standing about 3 feet in front of it. Place your hands on the floor next to your feet and slowly walk your feet up the wall while simultaneously moving your hands in toward the wall. You will achieve the 90-degree inversion of a handstand and will be bearing nearly the complete load of a handstand while being supported by the wall. To come down safely, walk your hands out and your feet down the wall at the same time. Blocking. Blocking is how I teach kick-up to a handstand. This exercise requires us to maintain full extension of the elbow and tight body position. Joint lockout is what enables us to bear the weight of a handstand. The straight leg position requires a fair amount of hamstring flexibility, but allows us to find a vertical position efficiently. Proper handstand alignment would be the elbow is completely straight and locked out, the shoulder is completely open, your feet are over your hips, hips are over your shoulders, your feet are together, your toes are pointed, and we're squeezing everything together. So our legs are glued together, quads tight, hamstrings tight, glutes tight, transverse abdominals tight. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. This partner-assisted drill is designed to teach total body integration and rigidity. It is an illustration of maintaining the muscular tension necessary in a handstand. I am isometrically contracting all muscle groups. Teaching this drill prior to handstands will allow the athlete to feel the tight body position necessary during a handstand. This will be very effective in neuromuscular cueing. Often, once an athlete gets inverted, their proprioceptive awareness declines and they forget how to stay tight. Return to this drill as needed. Kicking up to the wall is the next progression after blocking. Your fingertips should be approximately 6 to 8 inches from the wall for the most ideal position. This is the distance that you'll be able to learn and perform a handstand push-up from. My arms and legs are locked out as I kick up and will remain that way. Once I find the wall, I am able to start working toward the true balance of a handstand by gently moving my feet off the wall one leg at a time to a straight body position. This is a great way to develop a freestanding handstand without a spotter. Keep in mind that the wall is there to support you and you can return to it any time. Practice rigid body position with full extension. Contraindications to doing a handstand, I would say for the most part, is largely at the discretion of the comfort level of the client themselves, the person doing the handstand, as well as a trainer's comfort level and the ability to spot that handstand. Partner-assisted handstands are the ideal drill for finding balance in the handstand position. By eliminating the need to lean against the wall, we can achieve ideal alignment of all joints in a vertical line. It is the spotter's responsibility to know which the lead leg is. The spotter should be prepared to reach for the leg coming up first. It is the athlete's responsibility to keep the elbows and knees locked out. For a larger novice athlete, 2 spotters are recommended, 1 on each side. It is critical that the spotter is aware of the athlete's comfort level. Communication is essential. When your joints are stacked, bones are stacked on top of each other, and it requires the least amount of muscular strength to hold the position.
What does a proper handstand feel like?
Proper handstand feels effortlessly. Outtake.